Kangaroo supporters will be really disappointed that they've got basically Sean Higgins in as a replacement for Levi Greenwood. I think it's a really disappointing thing for the Kangaroos.
Now, a career-defining season, but he hasn't had a great career to date. Now, I think he played 22 games, and he had an outstanding finals campaign. He can tag. He went forward and kicked 16 goals. But before that, he played 11 games in the previous 2 years. So was this a breakout season, or was this just one good year in a mediocre career of 74 games? There's some North Melbourne supporters would have you believe.
And they might be right. In that sense, they might be right. It's just we're not going to know probably till next year. And when you look at Collingwood losing Brent Macca, pretty much, even though he's saying he wants to play round 1 next year, he's not going to play round 1 next year.
No, he did it, round 10 last year?
A little bit later, a lot later, round 21 or 20. So it was August. So it was an August one. But a lot of people thought that Macca would miss most of the year and wouldn't be back till July. No doubt Collingwood believe he'll be back a lot sooner than that, perhaps, round 4, round 5, because it was a clean ACL. So there was no other damage around it other than a clean ACL. But Greenwood gives them a little bit of insurance in the midfield. And also what they're worried about, losing Beams. He's no Beams. There's absolutely no doubt he's not a Beams. What they were worried about is Scott Pendlebury being smashed in the midfield. And Greenwood comes in as a bit of insurance and to help protect him as well.
So how do they get this deal done? There's a couple of solutions. Well, Collingwood's second-round pick would be around 26, 27 with compo selections. They're likely to get pick 23 from Melbourne for Heredia Lumumba. So there's a couple of picks within what we think would be a reasonable range.
And I think that's reasonable, Ralphie, when you look at it. He's had one breakout year, Levi Greenwood, and that's what North will be saying, in a lot of sense. They want a little bit more if they could, but they know deep down that he's probably worth about a 23, 26 pick.
And they've got real depth in their midfield, and some people are telling us today about Trent Dumont, who apparently he's a really live wire midfielder who probably can tag as well and kicks it better than him, so they might give him some games. Well, look, we all know and admire Luke McDonald, who had a fantastic year and can tag. He tagged Rory Sloane late in the piece against Adelaide down at Blundstone Arena. So they've certainly got options there, and they've got midfield depth.